It's Luke Howard Live, so please welcome Luke Howard. Oh, thank you very much for that wonderful applause. Oh, thank you, even an extra round of applause as well. Wow, oh, wow. The reason why I get that much of applause is because people love me so much and they think my show is a great way to start the weekend. Well, it is, of course. Good morning, welcome to the show. We've got a great show lined up today. Lots of things to talk about. And, of course, we're going to be talking about the news from this week that has also been breaking as well. But first of all, hope everyone's had a lovely week and, of course, are looking forward to the weekend. We've got lots of stories to talk about. We're even talking about of course, Stanley Johnson and Jeremy Corbyn, who both broke the rules from this week. And we're also going to be playing lots of great music as well. We've got lots of great entertainment as well. Great show to start the weekend. And, of course, the whole thing is live. There you go. The whole show is live, which is the best thing about it. And I've always liked that, about that, which is the best thing, because it is, of course, live. And that is why, because it's always been live, this show, and it's great to be live. So sit back, relax, make yourselves a cup of tea, of course, and enjoy Britain's Best Radio Show. So, to get in touch with Britain's Best Radio Show today, you can text the word talk and your name to 07593 847 105. That is the number to get in touch with Britain's Best Radio Show today. Or you can call that number and I shall get back to you as soon as I can. Or you can also find the show via emails. There's two emails to get hold of the show. There's GaryJHoward68 at hotmail.com, and there's also 345457 at student.hrc.ac.uk. You can also find the show on social media. It's the Luke Howard fan page. Great way to get in touch with the show via there. I'll leave the message below there, and I shall get back to you via that site. That's Instagram. It's only on Instagram. No, nothing else. Or you can also use the hashtags, hashtag Luke Howard, hashtag Luke Howard Live, or hashtag listen to Luke Howard Live. They're all the ways how you can get in touch with Britain's Best Radio Show on this pretty miserable day. It's been a miserable day yesterday and today, so I'm going to brighten up your mood later on in the show. We're playing lots of great music and talking about some happy sides of news. But first of all, we are going to get through the part of the show which is where we talk about our coronavirus update. So, yes, of course, the news has broke. Jeremy Corbyn, what's that? Donald Trump from America. I must get this right. Not Jeremy Corbyn, what's his name? It's Donald Trump from America. Right, the American president, Donald Trump, has got COVID-19. Yes, he's been tested positive. He's been taken to hospital. So we are going to talk about that right now because I want to get this out of the way of this piece of news. Because yes, it has emerged and people have been talking about it. It's the news that everyone has been talking about since it broke out yesterday morning. Donald Trump has been taken to hospital and has got COVID-19. He has been flown. He didn't even walk to the hospital. He got flown to hospital by a helicopter. And his doctor said that Donald Trump was farragated, but in good spirits. And in a later update, he was doing well. Now, Donald Trump has so far been treated with an experimental drug cocktail injection and the antiretroviral medication Remdesivir. After both, he and his First Lady, Melania Trump, have both been tested positive for COVID-19. Now, in exactly 1 month, Donald Trump has faced Joe Biden in the presidential election. The presidential diagnosis has appended his campaign, and of course, Donald Trump's got COVID-19 because he mixes with loads of different people, which is why he's got it. I mean, we're going to get to Stanley Johnson in a moment, and we're going to get to Jeremy Corbyn, who have also been breaking the rules because Stanley Johnson was seen in a chemist with no mask on, and Jeremy Corbyn faced a meal with more than 6 people. So, Okay, let's recap that, because Stanley Johnson was seen in a pharmacy the other day, no mask, and Jeremy Corbyn had a meeting with more than 6 people. So, and they were all having a dinner party with more than 6. Jeremy Corbyn has apologised, so has Stanley Johnson. But the thing about it all is that they shouldn't have done it in the first place. They shouldn't have done it. They know what's right, they know what's wrong, and then they go off and they break the rules. So we'll get to that in a moment or two. But first of all, going back to Donald Trump, because the president, I noticed, has upended his campaign and also has casted doubt on his attempt to get a new Supreme Court judge, which was confirmed before polling day. The latest update from Donald Trump was 6th Sean Connery in an administration late on Friday, which was yesterday. He read that I'm happy to report that the president is doing very well, and he said that president was not in need of supplemental oxygen. Now, he was taken to hospital out of an ambulance of caution, but it was via helicopter, and he would be there for the next few days. The White House has said that his symptoms included a fever. Sources have also told the US media. Now, do we all think there's going to be a second peak this winter? If there is going to be a second peak, they're not going to close schools or anywhere like that. But if that's only if there is going to be a second peak again this year. But we don't know yet. There might be. There might not. We just don't know. But the list is other people to have tested positive around Donald Trump include close aide Hop Hicks, believed to be the first to show symptoms. The campaign manager Bill Stephen and former White House counsellor Kellyanne Conway, the Republican senators like Mike Lee and Tom Tillis have also tested positive as well. Now, how did the president look on yesterday? So, wearing a mask and a suit. And we see it here, Donald Trump has walked out across the White House lawn. I mean, it doesn't surprise me if Donald Trump has got COVID-19, to be honest with you. It was at 6:15 American time at 10:15 p.m. at night. He came out of a helicopter, and it was for the short flight to the Walter Reed National Military Medical Center in the Washington, D.C. suburbs. Now, he waved and gave a thumbs up to the reporters, but said nothing before boarding the aircraft. Now, in an 18-second video posted on Twitter, Donald Trump said, "I think I'm doing so well, but we're going to make sure that things do work out, and the First Lady is doing very well, so thank you very much." Now, Donald Trump, the president's children, they're called Ivanka and Eric, have all retweeted the post praising him as a warrior, and Donald Trump has added that they said that they love you, Dad. Now, Donald Jr. said his father was obviously taking it very seriously. Now, Donald Trump was admitted to the presidential suite at Walter Reed, which is where the US presidents have usually had their usual annual checkup. Now, we all know that anyway. Now, shortly before midnight, he tweeted that it's all going well, and thank you to all the love he's had. And his doctor, Sean Connery, said that the president was not urging any supplement of oxygen, but it was in consultation with specialists who have elected to anticipate respiration therapy. He has, though, completed his first dose and is resting comfortably. Now, tests have also shown that respiratory originally developed at the herbal treatment, and disrupts the virus's ability to the and can cut the duration of symptoms. Now, earlier on, I would believe it was Friday, Yesterday, Dr. Coley said the president had a protective measure received in a big dose of regulations antibody cocktail and a White House. Now, the antibodies did stick to the coronavirus, predicting the body's cells and making the virus more, I think it was, visible in the immune system, and I'm sure that's right. But however, the treatment is still the experimental and has not yet been approved by regulators, although there is going to be a lot of hope behind it, and some doctors have actually experienced concern all its use on the president at this stage. But Donald Trump was along taking zinc, vitamin D, and it was flamtamine, methamphetamine, and aspirin. And the president is being 74 and that, and someone categorized as obese in a higher risk category for COVID-19. The First Lady, who is 50, was said to be well and only a mild cough and a headache. On Friday afternoon, they all said that she was experiencing mild symptoms, but was feeling good and looking forward to a speedy recovery. Now, I think we'll leave that story there because it goes into tweets and then it says that the most powerful affected Democrat, the House of Representatives, the Speaker Nancy Pelosi, said that her prayers for Donald Trump has insisted that she hoped his diagnosis would be a learning experience for the whole of this country. Okay, and now there's something I'm just hearing now that the campaign manager Bill Stevenson has also tested positive, and Caroline Conway has announced that she had mild symptoms. National Committee Chairman Ronnie McDaniel has also been with symptoms, and Rev John Jenkins has also East Dame University, who visited the White House last weekend. Now, I was going to talk about universities on the show today, but then I thought, I don't really know. Should I talk about universities, about it all? Because I don't really... I mean, are they going to be spending Christmas at home? We just don't know. No one knows at this very moment. I mean, I'm sure they do know, but they're just not saying at this very moment. But we'll leave that one, I think, there about Donald Trump. Because I want to move on now, because I want to talk about, as I said, Stanley Johnson, who was seen in a chemist the other day, not wearing a mask. And then we had Jeremy Corbyn, who had more than 6 people at home. So... what does it come out of here? Because Jeremy Corbyn has apologised. Okay, he has apologised. As long as he has apologised, that's fine. But the thing is that he shouldn't have done it in the first place. But he has apologised and paid a £200 fine. Good. After he was pictured breaking the government's coronavirus rule of 6 at a dinner party. So on my desk now, I've got a picture of Jeremy Corbyn sitting at a table with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with 8 people. And that is a lot of people, don't you think? That is a lot of people, especially at this time. But however, Boris Johnson's father Stanley has escaped a penalty after he was seen out shopping without wearing a mask, a face covering, which is I couldn't believe it. I mean, I knew he was on a TV show during the lockdown, and he was saying, "Oh, it doesn't affect me at all." But anyway, after ex-Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn was snapped after having dinner at a friend's house with 8 other people. The 71 years old, MP said to The Sun that I apologise for any mistake I have done. Now, Dr. Rosina Ali Khan, which is the Shadow Minister for the Mental Health, said it was he was being held to account, and he is paying a fine, which is good. And that's the understanding that he told Times Radio. But the thing is, though, even if he did pay a fine, why are they announcing it in the news? Which doesn't get me. When he did it, it was wrong, and he paid the fine. So why are they announcing it in the news? Very hard, isn't it? But anyway, it's pictured in the Daily Mirror at a newsagent in West London while not wearing a face mask. The 80-year-old who admitted breaking lockdown rules in April said that he was extremely sorry for the slip-up, adding that he was not 100% up to speed with current rules, having just returned from 3 weeks abroad. According to the Daily Mirror, he will not be fined because he wasn't caught in real time. And a Met Police spokesperson told the newspaper, as a member of course, that the MPs is not investigating COVID-related issues, and Responsibility Number 10 has said that the Mirror Prime Minister is clear, okay? It is clear, okay? And the rules do apply to everyone and everybody who needs to allow them. Now, we need a rapid review of local measures. This is what Sir Keir Starmer has said. It is like a Hotel California, you can never leave. And that is what he has said. And they're also saying new cases are slowing down as 1 in the 200 is infected. So the spread of COVID-19 in England may be slowing despite new infections hitting a high. The study has also found that random mass testing on more than 80,000 volunteers between September the 18th and the 26th was found that 1 in 200 of 1826 found that 1 in 200 of them has had COVID-19, and we'll leave that story there for now because I want to move on and talk about something else. Are we talking about pretty daft, are we? No, we're not. We're going to talk about the weird grief-stricken, says Only Fools and Horses star as son dies aged 19. God knows. Only Fools and Horses star Nicholas Lyndhurst and his wife have been left grief-stricken after the death of a son aged just 19. Archie Lyndhurst was the best known for playing Ollie Colton on the CBBC comedy show So Awkward, and the confirming the death of the channel said the other day. Archie will be hugely missed by all who worked with him and by all the fans who laughed along with Ollie in the show. The teenager who had a role in, I think it was school comedy, this is Bad Education with Jack Whitehall, was the son of